What's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be about mentors and how to choose the right one, because I think in property especially there's so many people that class themselves as mentors but haven't actually got the experience. Stay tuned. Right, so when choosing a mentor, there's a lot of people in the market that might have done one, I don't know, property deal, and then suddenly they class themselves as mentors, start to set up an educational company, and I'm sure it works for them and it can be helpful. But I think if you're going to spend your money on a mentor, you should really delve into the depth of it and really see what the mentor has done and if they align with what you're planning to do. Right, I think there's three main factors when choosing and having a conversation with a mentor to really delve into, and that's the person themselves, the business that they run, and what their motivations are. Okay, look, I'm not even here yet, but I think the person themselves, look, like I said before, there's so many people that have just done 2 courses, then done a deal, and they say them, and then they can mentor someone. But look, I've only been in the industry for a couple of years. I don't think I could mentor someone apart from just share my knowledge. I think a real good mentor is someone that's been there for 7-8 years possibly, and has gone through the property cycles, through recessions, gone up and down and dealt with those. Someone that's adapted to different market situations, right? And I think someone that's still got a property business running through various years, say 15 plus years, and they're mentoring, then I think that's someone that's really been able to adapt and overcome multiple problems. Secondly, like I said, it's the business. How long has it been running? Did it last the last recession? And really the main thing is, are they a development company or are they a training company? Right? If you go to companies' houses and see their name and it's just connected to loads of training companies, then they're more of a training company, which doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. They might not be up to date as much as someone that's currently developing. I would personally choose someone that's a developer and their side business is essentially training, because they can stay current and really put out valuable information for the newbie developer. Third and final point, like I said, is a quick video. It's about their motivations. I think any good developer will say it's harder to get bums on seats than get a project done. I think maybe not as a newbie like us, but someone that's done it, they'll probably say that. Really have to delve in to see if they're just doing huge training courses for 200-300 people, 400-500. Some people got 1,000 people in their courses, right? You need to really delve into it. Are they utilizing that for their living, or do they actually have a development business? Given that they have a huge training company, it might just mean that they're not as good as development. They've concentrated their efforts at what they're good at, which does make sense. Look, they're trying to make a living, we're trying to make a living, it's just the game. If I was going into a mentor program, I'd ideally obviously just a one-on-one mentor. That would be ideal if they're good and they have the time for you. However, that's less likely. Someone that starts mentoring probably wants to utilize their time as much, they might have a few more. So I'd say less than 50 people. Someone that has way 200 people, it gets a bit iffy, I think. I'd say something like 50 people, and say if I was a mentor, I'd want the intentions to be to sort of build up the developers that are newbies and build them up and maybe leverage them and maybe finance their projects, or make a difference to their lives on a small scale. So if you have 200 people, it's harder to do that. You're just trying to get more people into a room. If we've got 40 people, we could spend more time on them. Maybe once they start bringing in good deals, I could finance them, build them up, help them create money from that. And it's really about building that team around you. They could pretty much be, this is about leveraging, right? You're leveraging your time. It's about investing in someone now and building them up, and they're going to give you a return as well. So it's like a win-win for all. I think that's key. because that way they will be pushing in you because they're really invested in you. They're looking to invest in you. So if they push you and they teach you the right things and you prosper, then so does the mentor. And that's my thoughts, but I'm just thinking out loud. Look, everyone has their own views, but I think that's my top 3 things to look at look out for. I've kind of been on a few courses, and really sometimes you get burnt and you don't really absorb as much information, or it's just not in line with what you're trying to do, I guess. And then obviously after learning that you want to go on a course that does exactly what you want to do. So if you've got your direction, for us it was development, you need to find a mentor that helps you just with development, not a sort of jack of all trades that does rent-to-rent and developments and HMOs and all of that. They're just trying to teach you a lot of stuff, and it'll be like an overview of everything. If you want a mentor that does something, they do it themselves, development for example, and they're just mentoring developers that do commercial residential development, just like that. But look, that was a quick video guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.
Listen.